Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. My name is Erin Gray. I will be presenting for you today on behalf of Langley Mason Health System. They have been part of Reno County since 1937. They were founded by a nurse and dietitian that were dedicated to the community and people they loved. You can see how one small community hospital has grown and is still expanding. The plan is to add a new hospital that will have over 400 plus acute care bed settings and 4 additional satellite clinics in the county. Patient safety has always been the goal of Langley Mason Health, and it continues to be a top priority. Safety means safe from falls, safe from medication errors, prescribing errors, or near misses with orders. LMH has 2 phases to implement. Phase 1 is electronic health records at all sites. Phase 2 is CPOE. Smart IV pumps will be one of the new phases. They plan to sell the old IV pumps to the UNLV, University of Nevada, Las Vegas, and part of them will also be sold to local nursing homes to cover the cost of the new IV pumps. They will be implementing a new barcoding medication system that will help with the EMR and the computerized discharge instructions. Risk analysis to change. We always worry about HIPAA breach due to electronic PHI, but we're working closely with it and the IT department to make sure our security standards are up to par or better than needed. We want to be better than our competitors. We want our customers to keep coming back and tell friends and family how safe and protected that they feel when they're here at LMH. Part of setting up these new systems, we've used the system developmental life cycle. It helps that projects get completed on time and we stay within our budget. It works within the infrastructure already set in the hospital and it's cost effective. Looking at how it works, it is like just a life cycle. The planning phase, we have to look and see what our needs are. We analyze what kind of things we want to accomplish. We pick what kind of design we're looking at and then we implement it within the hospital setting. It's like a trial and error in session. We pick a couple floors to put the initiative out. We use it for a couple weeks. We get the feedback and then bring it back and we look at it again, see what was working well, see what was not, and then take it back out and work on it again. Another thing that we're working on here at LMH is tearing down these cultural barriers that we seem to have. Here in Reno County, we have a very diverse population. We have many Spanish-speaking individuals that work within the community due to all of the casinos that we have. And we want to provide them with the best care possible when they come into any of our hospitals or clinics. So one way that we decided that we can handle this is by having a 24-hour language line available. We have contracted a contract with Language Line Solutions. They are available to us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So we can contact an interpreter over the phone to help us with any needs that we would have with our customers. Now, all of our nursing staff, doctors also, and administration and admitting staff all have access to iPads so they can have virtual interpreters to also help those break those cultural barriers. That way we can still provide them with the same quality and safe care that all of our consumers have come to love. And it gives everybody peace of mind because they're still getting that wonderful patient connection. I'd like to thank some of our key players here at Langley. The Chief Information Officer, Marilyn Chen. She's been working hard with the Pharmacy Director, Paul Robinson, all of our nursing leaders and CEO, our risk managers, and all of our consumers here. Each person's role is vital to the function of the hospital. The nursing leaders work with our frontline staff to find out what is working, what is not, what are ways that we can make, our place more safer for our consumers so they do keep coming back here. Thinking, the hospital all works together. Patient safety is our number one. A hospital can live and die based on the information about them that goes on the web. Enterprise-wide security means are important that the company sets these standards to keep information safe and secure, that we follow federal and state HIPAA and high-tech guidelines, that we follow evidence-based medicine practice and provide quality and safe care. These are all important standards that we must follow every day when we come to work. The roles of our IT governance, the IT department works very hard to keep bad information from getting into our system and hacking it. And they work hard from letting your information leak out. There's a fine balance with the data and the quality within our systems, and they set these security standards, like I said. And we thank each and every one of our people that work in our IT department for that. Some of the economic impacts right now from all these different things that we're working on, with completion of that phase one of the electronic health records at all the sites, this is going to help improve communication throughout Langley Mason Health. Phase two, doing the completion of the CPOE, the prescribing errors will definitely decrease. Initiating the smart IV pumps, that is going to help decrease medication errors by far. It will automatically alert the nurse. It will not let the pump proceed if something's been programmed wrong. It will stop. It will not let medication pump into a patient. Once it's been set for a certain amount, it automatically stops. The barcoding system itself is going to be a wonderful thing too. If that medication is scanned and it is not on that patient's list of medications that they are supposed to have, it is automatically going to alert that nurse on that screen that this medication is not for this patient and to do not proceed at this time. So, like I said before, the benefits, the electronic health records, they're going to improve the patient outcomes. More patients are going to want to come. They're going to participate. And it's going to help coordinate their care. The CPOE, it's going to check for potential risks of allergies with other medications. The IV pumps, it's going to reduce medication errors, miscalculations. The barcoding system is going to make sure every medication, every patient, always right. It's going to improve our hospital scores. That gets reported by the Joint Commission. Our core measure numbers are going to increase. That gets reported. That gets put on the web. Everybody is going to see that. So, some questions that I thought you might have. So how is Langley Mason Health going to be able to pay for all these changes? So we're selling the old IV pumps to UNLV and some of the local nursing homes to help cover the cost of the new IV pumps. We've already secured $496 million in general bonds and funds for our expansion project. We have an additional $5 million of routine capital every fiscal year for the next 5 years. We have $10 million per year for 5 years for routine maintenance set aside. And we hope that with all the initiatives that we are putting in place, that better patient outcomes and better reporting numbers, that the Joint Commission will see that our pay for performance level will continue to grow as it has been. How will Langley handle the bumps in the road along the way? Just like we have already done with open communication. When something is not going right or working, it needs to be relayed so we can effectively resolve these issues to find the best solutions. Communication, we are pushing for communication at every level with every staff member. Nobody should be scared to come to a supervisor or anybody else from bottom to top of the company and say, hey, this is not working right. I'm having an issue with this. We are open to talking to anybody from a nurse working on the floor to senior executives. We are here. We are one family. We want to work together to provide the best care possible to all of our patients that come in these doors. Because if it were not for them, we would not have the job that we do. And we want to treat all of our patients like they're our family. Just like when we come in the doors as a patient ourselves, we want to be treated like we are number one and we are family because we are. So that is how we choose to live and support each other in this community. So we should be able to talk freely without getting any bad feedback. That is how I expect everybody here to conduct themselves. It's all for the consumers. Are all the doctors on board with all the changes all at once? Well, there's always going to be a rotten apple in the bunch. That's going to happen from time to time. Change is scary for everybody. I understand that. Fear of the unknown. It can come fast and furious. But to move with the future, you must evolve with the change. That is why communication with all of you is so important. That's why you are here. We want you to be part of this change. Don't worry about the gossip on the sidelines. Stay out of the mud. Stay out of the mud on the side. We want you all to be in the boat with us. We all want to make that boat go faster. Move forward to the future, making Langley Mason Health the best possible hospital and health system in the future. We want our people to keep coming back here. We want our scores to continue to grow. We want to do everything that we can for them. When we do that, our scores improve. We get grants, we get more funding, we can continue to do things for our employees, we can have raises, we can have all kinds of wonderful things. We can contribute to the community, and we can have wonderful, smiling patients that come out of the hospital. They might not remember your name, but they will remember how you made them feel while they were here. Not like a patient, not like a number, but you made them feel special, like you truly cared about their health at that moment in that time. I would like to thank each and every one of you for taking a few moments of your busy day to sit here and listen to the initiatives that we plan to put into effect at Langley Mason Health. You can be part of the change. Thank you, everybody.